and welcome back to the program. You're still watching Morning Thailand with Tulip and Golf. Now, of course, I said that there's a new substance that's being used these days. The other day I talked about laughing gas in the balloons. Apparently, there's another one. Now, the police actually, well, the reporter this time got a tip off about this particular incident, a grade 8er, okay? Which is grade 8. You probably at about, what, 14?
Yes,
yeah,
14
15. Years old,
yeah.
Was reported to passed out at the school drinking the soda. Now, when you drink pops, it's probably fine, right? If it's just regular
normally
soda.
Just like high in sugar and that's
exactly,
it.
But apparently this particular boy added Tramadol, which is a painkiller, which normally not supposed to be sold to just regular user or even for children. Well, technically, he's still teenagers. He's underage. Now, they say that this is in Samut Prakan province. They say that the mother reported that on the 23rd, this took place, so just last week. And she said that her son passed out at school because obviously the school called her and she went in, and the doctor actually told her that he suffered from overdose of painkiller. And that's when she just did not realize what went wrong. And so she tried to probe her son and finally got it out of him that they actually, this type of painkiller that are being sold to minors, especially for the use of drug substance, so per se. Now, this is called Tramadol, as you can see in the picture there. If you get a chance to get a hold of them, be careful, because they say apparently a lot of children these days, teenagers, actually use these to mix with the soda beverages, and that's creating almost like the same high as what you would get from the other types of drugs, for example, like methamphetamines or ice or things like that. Now, they say that this particular boy say that he bought it from the Pak Nam market and Praksa market, and he said that he used to be able to buy as much as 90 pills, and this costs about 2 to 4 baht per pill. So it's not that costly that they cannot afford it. However, the symptom that they would suffer is, and this is the mother came out and reported this so that a lot of parents would actually be aware. If you see your children with these symptoms, they will eat less. They seem to drink pops all the time, but that's kind of normal for kids.
That's normal for kids.
Exactly, but if they suffer from like not eating.
It's hydrocone.
Yeah.
Hydrocone is normally will be only prescribed
to
kill a deep pain after the surgery.
Exactly. So it's one of those strong painkiller that would be, and the thing is, they say that right here in Thailand, they do have it, but with a very close prescriptions and and such. So at this point, the public health department actually come out and say that they will try to do their best to do something about this, because obviously this is something very serious, because it's actually, you can buy it, you can, but it's just not supposed to be sold this way. Now, they say that apart from eating less, the brain, like they would answer you, it would take a lot of time, like to have a conversation with them. They seem to respond very slowly, obviously because they're high. Right? And plus, they say that they will actually go back into their room, lock the door, and they sleep earlier than normal. Because obviously you probably, oozy.
Lock themselves in their room sound like a normal
teenagers
behavior, but sleep early is not normal, people.
So they say that at this point, the best thing to do is keep close eyes on your children. If they have any type of behaviors, or behaviors as such, be very careful. And of course, once again, don't mix these with anything if you don't need to.
Sounds scary.
Yeah, very scary.
I mean, why it seems like people cannot get about their days without getting high, especially all these kids.
Eat cakes.
True. Ice cream, cakes.
Exactly.
Probably,
that's help.
Not probably. It's better than hydrocone for sure. Anyway, yesterday we reported you about the protests on the rubber farmers that they
Exactly.
demand government help. They were asking at 120 baht guarantee price per kilogram for the processed para rubber. Yesterday there was a negotiation. The government has sent Suporn Attawong, the Deputy Secretary General, to the Prime Minister to negotiate with the rubber farmer. So the government said that what they can do best is 80 baht per kilogram for price guarantee and 70 baht for the raw rubbers.
Okay.
And also 40 baht for the scraps per kilogram and also 4 baht per kilogram of the palm oil. This is the final price that the government can offer them. Of course, 80 baht versus 120 that the farmer asked for is so far different.
Right, 40 baht different, that's a lot.
And finally, the farmer said, okay, we can do it at 100 baht per kilogram.
Okay, they talk it down.
They said they are okay with the 70 baht per kilogram for the raw rubber or latex, but they are not okay with 80 baht per kilogram for the processed para rubber. So finally, at the end of the day, the protesters still there gather and they threaten the government that they will move into Bangkok on September 3rd to, try to get what they asked for or probably closer to what they asked for, because even though they come down to 100, the government cannot give them anyway. So yesterday, Kittirat Naranon, the Deputy Prime Minister, said that right now he has talked with, apparently, we have the committee, the policy committee to set up the policy about the rubber plantation in Thailand, the National Farmer Council. He said right now the government looking at offering three kind of assistance, which total of 25 billion baht worth. The first one is he will ask the agricultural bank to provide a loans that total worth of 5 billion baht to invest in the processed para rubber. And number two, the government will propose the government saving bank to provide another 10 billion baht loan to help improve the machinery of the big manufacturer that help process the rubber. And number three, there will be another 10 billion baht provide to help the farmer themselves to reduce the investment. But all in all, that will be just the temporary help. What seems like the farmer themselves don't really want this kind of help in loans. They just want the government to help guarantee their selling price, the same thing as rice and such. And now they're coming down to 100 baht. There might be another talk again today, hopefully. Right now, they're still closing the road in Nakhon Si Thammarat. Also, yesterday at the Agriculture Ministry, there was a group of students that they said they came from Nakhon Si Thammarat. And they are from Ramkhamhaeng University, but they are all students from Nakhon Si Thammarat. About 50 of them came to the Agriculture Ministry, and they asked the ministry to help with the local of Nakhon Si Thammarat about this price guarantee for the rubber, and they asking the government not to use any violent force to control the crowd, because those are real farmers.
Right.
And some of them, of course, are their parents. And finally, the government received the open letter from the students. So the students just, dispersed themselves after the government took the letter.
Okay, so open letter.
Yes, if like we reported yesterday that they said the market price right now for the processed rubber is at about 72 to 75 baht per kilogram, and the government offer 80. So I guess we will see more today, tomorrow for the more negotiation before they try to move into Bangkok on September 3rd, which is next Tuesday.
So more to report,
More
definitely.
to report,
Yeah.
especially next
So
week.
Keep your eyes on those. Now that you have the para rubbers, I have taxi drivers. of course,
Okay, this is the
mentioned.
protest season.
Yeah, we mentioned that there would be gathering yesterday, and of course there was one. Now yesterday, 200 of the taxi cabs, the taxis, actually went to the government house yesterday, and of course they have once again another open letter. I think that these kind of they're not per se protesting, but almost demanding, is actually much healthier than actually closing down roads and such, because this way you at least have some room for negotiation. And of course, 200 of the taxis led by Witun Naopanit, who is the chairman of the cooperation taxi co-op right here in Bangkok, said that there are about 50 more people that actually would join this particular event, and they say that this is in the Ratchadamnern area, of course. So they say that because they were there due to the fact that the LPG gas will be increased on September 1st, so next week already, or the late this week actually. Now they say that 3 demands altogether in terms of trying to help them with the whole the monies and such. They say that first one is to actually in terms of trying to increase the price on September 1st, they would like to see at least some measures to help them, because this will definitely affect them. The second one, they say that to make sure that all the gas stations actually have the price paid at the standard level, because they claim that a lot of gas stations actually increased the price. That's not according to what the government's actually said they should be. But obviously the taxi drivers would not have any choice but to actually pay for that anyway. So they say that to have someone at least look after all those gas stations, make sure that the price is at the right price. And the last one, in terms of the law against all the taxi driver that
deny passenger.
Exactly. They say that to take a look at that particular law and perhaps adjust it a bit. That's what they requested, that to be adjusted, but they haven't said how. But of course, Kun Chachat, the transport minister, came out and
very
he said,
busy these days.
Yep, he said that the other demands, he could do, and they say that within 15 days, the taxi driver would like to see at least something come up after the 15 days of, perhaps go out and have a meeting and such. Now, the permanent secretary to Prime Minister's office, the assistant, Kun Somphat Ninpan, was the one that received this particular letter and actually told the taxi driver that yes, he will take a look at this and hopefully they will be able to finalize everything within 15 days as requested. But Kun Chachat said that he already talked about trying to adjust perhaps in terms of the meter levels, the price, the flat rate might be adjusted to help them, or adjusting the price of the rate that increases during the time of traffic, because obviously it was a really bad traffic, and if you're stuck in there for a very long time and you waste a lot of gas anyway, the price might not be in accordance with the traffic itself. So they say that they try to help them with that and see whether or not that was too low and increases a little bit. But as for the law itself, in terms of denying the passenger, he said that he will not do anything about that. He said that the law will be in place and they will be punished for not taking passengers if reported.
Any other civilized country, the taxi cannot deny passengers.
Well, apparently.
I mean, I do understand a lot of these taxi driver requests, except for denying passenger. Like asking the government to be less strict about that. That is quite strange.
It's true. Because if you do your work, then you shouldn't have to ask for that.
Yeah, and if you want to just drive only on specific route, you just go drive minivan. Or this might sound harsh, but maybe driving the minivan or a public bus will be your choice of career. So you can just stick on the route that you choose only.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, moving on to the next news. You reported yesterday that there was a report of 2,000 sheets of the visa sticker missing. It's supposed to be delivered at the Thai embassy in the Netherlands.
Yeah,
so finally the foreign affairs minister able to find out where it got lost, but haven't find it yet.
Okay.
But they find out that it got lost before it has been after it's landed in Germany by Lufthansa Airlines. So it's between the
Transportation.
airport
Right.
to the embassy. So they are tracking it right now. So I guess it's pretty close. But in related to that, in Thailand, of course, this is not the case of finding Thai stickers, but it's another case. Yesterday, there was a press release by the police at the late morning yesterday that there was an arrest of a 55-year-old man named Paiboon Si Vachararod, or nicknamed Bung, at his house in Bangkok, Bangkok. Together with the suspect, they found the 18 fake French passport, 25 fake Spanish passport, and also the fake visa that it said it's Canadian fake visa, 25 of them, and also Indian fake visa, 25 of them, and also Indonesian fake visa for 25 of them. So this is in the related investigation to the missing 2,000 visa sheets. Somehow they, from the missing visa sheet from Kuala Lumpur, somehow the police able to arrest this guy. The police haven't said how is this guy related to the missing visa in Kuala Lumpur yet.
Right.
But he is part of those network of making fake visa. This guy actually was arrested before 20 years ago. That the police found 5,000 fake Slovenia passport with him, and also only 4 years ago he got Pakistani that used fake passport referred to this guy that and the police make an arrest that he got arrested with the fake American passport, 1,000 fake American passport.
Wow.
So apparently he is a very well-known and experienced, and he even said it himself that these days it's even so much easier to do. You just have to have a scanner and a printer in the house, and then just a little bit of handicraft, that you just have to train yourself.
Right.
And then anyone will be able to do it. So yes, and also finally the Foreign Affairs Ministry have said that they're thinking about, so far Thai visa is just a sticker without pictures. So they finally think about making a change that they will put pictures of the person that asking for visa, that when they get authorized, just have the picture put on their passport as well. So I guess it make it a little more difficult for the counterfeit visa, not just the sticker itself. So it will be a little more process to do it. So there will be like a lot of countries' visa that have picture on it.
Right.
Even Myanmar have picture in their sticker visa. But not for Thai. If Thai people get visa for Myanmar, it will just be a rubber stamp. But if you are foreigner, my friend is an expat in Thailand, and he got visa to enter in Myanmar, he got a sticker with his photo on it.
Okay, that makes sense though. I think it's going to make it a lot harder for them to actually do. At least you have to take a picture.
Yeah, make it a little more complicated than usual might be a better idea. Anyway, are we taking a short break?
We're going to take a short
come
break.
back, and we have. Finally we go international again. New York Times say something about the Democrat Party take the politics to the street, and also
of course, the whole Kun Banhan Silapa Acha trying to mend and encourage the Democrat to join the whole reform panel.
Stay tuned.